Hello and welcome back to another Bundesliga video where this time I will be previewing Matchday 26 games, including the Klassiker, biggest match out of all these between Bayern Munich and league leading Dortmund. I will put the link, or not the link, but timestamp in the comments where you can click straight to that part of the video. But before that, here are the standings. Dortmund, due to their Köln win before the international break, lead the league. With Bayern struggling against Leverkusen and losing 3 points. And, Leipzig dropped to 5th, and Stuttgart are now last in the league. Those were the standings before the break. Let's see how these matches go after the international break. Beginning with Frankfurt and Bochum, 8:30 there. And Frankfurt, their last game, they didn't do that well against Union Berlin. They lost 2-0. Whereas Bochum, surprisingly, they won Leipzig. And I say surprisingly because if you look at the standings, Leipzig are 5th. And where is Bochum? Well, they are now 14th, but they've climbed up, and they were a couple or maybe like a month ago, they were last in the league. But now they have climbed out of the relegation zone. Good for them. And let's see if they could win what I believe would be their third straight game or something like that. So at least they got a couple wins recently. Frankfurt obviously looking to bounce back after their relatively up and down season. Let's see how this match goes. That's the only match on Friday, 8:30 local time. Then on Saturday, 5 matches beginning with 3:30. Beginning with Schalke and Leverkusen. Schalke, their last game was against Augsburg, 1-1 there. And Leverkusen, they got better result against, top team in the league, or one of the top teams against Bayern Munich. They won 2-1 thanks to Ezequiel Palacios scoring 2 penalties. And let's see if Leverkusen could continue their great form. They have won 3 straight, but after the international break, it might be hard to keep the form, and maybe I could see Schalke surprising and getting maybe 1 point at home, but Schalke has been doing great, or at least better in about last month or month and a half, and Leverkusen, they have done better in about last month as well, so it's gonna be an interesting match there. Then Union Berlin and Stuttgart will face each other. Union Berlin, obviously, as I said, they won their last game 2-0 against Frankfurt, whereas Stuttgart, they lost their last match and they are last in the league, so they would desperately need the points. The thing is, though, against Union Berlin, that's not going to be an easy task, so I could see Union Berlin winning this by a couple goals, but let's see how that match goes. Interesting match, as will be the Wolfsburg-Augsburg game at the same time. So Wolfsburg, they beat, as I said, they beat Stuttgart in their last game, whereas Augsburg, they got a point against Schalke. I would think that's a bit disappointing because they tried to stay as far out as possible from getting relegated. They are not there right now of the teams that are getting relegated, but they need to secure some points so that they wouldn't fall in there. Then Freiburg and Hertha Berlin will face each other. Hertha Berlin coming out of the Hoffenheim 3-1 loss last time these teams played in Bundesliga, whereas Freiburg 1-1 draw against Mainz, who have been playing great in about last month. So Freiburg 4th team managed to get 1 point out of Mainz. I wouldn't think that's that big of a disappointment that for them, and they would definitely be looking for a win here if possible to get 3 points. Last match day they got only 1, so 3 would be ideal for them in their battle for Champions League spots and European spots in general. Then the last game beginning at the same time will be Leipzig and Mainz, probably one of the more intriguing matches if their Klassiker is not taken into account. Leipzig, they have struggled lately, and the international break came for a good time for them, I would think. Whereas Mainz, they were doing pretty great, so let's see if Leipzig would gain momentum after the international break and after having tough results before that. Maybe they would do better here, I don't know, but yeah, maybe Leipzig could do better. That's possibility that break would have helped them, whereas Mainz, I could see the break maybe having or making some trouble for them since they were doing so great before that. Then Bayern and Dortmund, their Klassiker, probably the most eagerly awaited match out of these. And yeah, interesting to see Tuchel facing his former team. First match as Bayern coach will be their Klassiker. So yeah, interesting game. Bayern maybe needs more of, they would need to win this game more than Dortmund, I would think, because simply Dortmund are first in the standings. So yeah, but interesting to see if Dortmund would win this match away from home. Would that mean that they would run away with the title? The lead would only be 4 points, but 8 matches left. So yeah, Bayern definitely would need to secure at least 1 point in the Allianz Arena here. Then 2 Sunday games, beginning with Köln and Mönchengladbach. Köln suffering that 6-1 loss against Dortmund. And yeah, they are not doing that great, even though the Dortmund win was expected. Köln 6-1 loss is 6-1 loss, that's just bad result for them. Mönchengladbach 2-2 draw against Werder Bremen, not ideal there either, so yeah, interesting game there, as will be the last game of this match day 26 between Werder Bremen and Hoffenheim. Werder Bremen coming out of the, they got a draw in last match, whereas Hoffenheim, they got a win against Hertha Berlin, who have been struggling this year, as have Hoffenheim, to be fair. So Hoffenheim definitely, the win was welcome from them for a last match, and yeah, maybe they could get a win from this match as well. I don't rule that possibility out, because Werder Bremen, they have struggled this year at some points at least. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think will win these matches? Will there be any surprises? What the score will be in their Klassiker, Bayern Dortmund? And hit the like and subscribe for more football and Bundesliga content. And have a nice day.